Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. The new TV series from Disney Plus, Ironheart, is facing backlash and controversy for being too woke. DEI from a certain group of people. And I think we know what people that is.
Oh my God.
Now, let me just address the big elephant in the room about race swapping characters. This is not a race swapping character. This is not DEI or woke. You use these terms, and I'm going to say white people, because everybody thinks it's Trump supporters and MAGA. Nah, see, I've been around since the 90s, and let me just keep it a buck here with you, 1,000% up. This is white supremacy, hands down. No one can act like this is Trump, MAGA. No, you see, what white supremacy does is attach itself onto the Democratic Party or Republican Party. Because believe it or not, the controversy comes from two sides. Yes, there are Democratic white people who believe that Ironheart or Captain America is woke, which is hilarious when in the comic books, Captain America, as you know, Sam Wilson was, as a Falcon, aka the Falcon, was given the shield, even at the end of Endgame. Steve Rogers gave him the shield. Nobody complained about Sam Wilson, aka Anthony Mackie, getting the shield. This is stupid because the continuity of 2016 Ironheart was created. And let me read this from Wikipedia. I'm going to read it from Wikipedia now because I'm going to educate you about supremacy. Okay? Let me put you on Wikipedia. Her first appearance was Invincible Iron Man, Volume 2, Number 7, May 2016. Her full appearance was Invincible Iron Man, Volume 2, Number 9, July 2016. Okay? And this was created by Brian Michael Bendis, Mike DiCardo, Eve Ewing, and Kevin Labranda. Sorry, I can't pronounce their name. The point is that Mikey and Michael Bryan created Ironheart. Okay, this was a Jewish comic book writer and a Brazilian comic book writer who invented Ironheart. Okay, and made her first appearance, and Black Panther: Wakanda Forever in 2022. Okay, and my whole thing was no one complained about that too. You know what people was complaining about Wakanda Forever? What was people was really complaining about? That they couldn't replace Black Panther. That's what black people was really complaining about. They replaced, Superman, Cavill. They replaced, Ben Affleck. Okay, they with Robert Pattinson, right? Right. So why couldn't they replace Black Panther? And I get it. I actually get two sides to this, but I really, really wish they would replace it. And that was the controversy. Nobody was complaining that she was new Black Panther, and it's amazing that people did not complain about the Captain America that got the shield at the end of Endgame, and now complaining about Ironheart that's getting her own series. Nobody complained when she was in What If. Remember, she was in What If. I think this is what season 3. If I think so, season 2 or season 3. Please, if I'm mistaken, please comment down below what season that was. But this was this episode when she was taking on Vision. If you didn't see it, I saw it. This is when I had Disney Plus. I don't have Disney Plus anymore. But still, nobody was complaining. And everybody blamed Trump and MAGA. Let me tell you what Trump did. Trump didn't create racism. MAGA didn't create racism. You know what they did? They just kicked the door open more for it. That's all. And now, with a lot of laws changing, wiping out Jackie Robinson, all his records and everything going, they feel real bold now. And it's not only MAGA. This is supremacy, guys. It's pure and simple racist white supremacy. There's, a Democrat, Republican. And again, I get the Republican Party is the ones doing this, and I get it's MAGA, but they've been on swelling like this for a while. But now, with everything out, now they really have nowhere to hide. So guess what? They're coming out, and they're coming swinging like they always wanted to. Why do you think they voted for Trump? Trump was not going to do no price of eggs. This was a race war. Same thing with Kamala Harris. Why would they go? Oh, they did it with Barack Obama. Yes, Barack. Remember Barack? About how he's from Hawaii. He's not really an American. They'll give you any excuse to put us out. And this is another excuse. Nobody complained when these was here years ago in 2015, 2014, 2016. Nobody was complaining in the comic book continuity that this was happening with Ironheart or Captain America. Nobody was complaining. All of a sudden you complain. Now, I will give you this. I'll give you this. Snow White, I understand. The race swapping in Snow White was garbage, was trash. I totally get it. Remember when I went against Anthony Mackie for the same crime he made this about a year and a half ago? And I put it in if you look at my page, you can go look it up. He said that the Harry Potter cast should be 90% black. And I went, hell no. Nope. That is J.K. Rowling's problem. Let her deal with it. Now, I heard one of the Harry Potter characters is going to be black. So again, I see the controversy with that. Now, I don't know Harry Potter. I'm not a fan of it. Yes, I'm not a fan of Harry Potter. I don't understand how people could be a fan of that thing. I don't get it. I even understood Aquaman, played by Jason Momoa, shouldn't have happened. I get that. He should not have played. No, that Aquaman should have been played by a white character. That's it. Okay, I don't know what universe Aquaman came from, because I've been reading quite a while, but I haven't. Maybe years ago they did a different universe. I know there's a universe with a black Superman who's president. Maybe that's the universe they took Aquaman from. I don't know. No. I remember Wonder Woman being the black one on that universe too. Okay, and I remember Michael B. Jordan was going to play, and they made such a big, and they just let it go, which is understandable. Okay, the continuity of Superman is a white continuity, and I understand it. Batman is white. Wolverine is white. Blade is black. But remember, all these comic book characters that you white supremacists, you white racists are complaining about are created mostly by Jewish and white and even Asian comic book writers. That's right, most of your own created these things. Blade, all that I know, was created by Stan Lee. Falcon was created by Stan Lee. All of them was created by Stan Lee. Okay, because he was invention of, he loved Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. And you know this thing is there is a thing, I haven't seen it, but I kind of believe it, that he kind of put Magneto as Malcolm X and Charles Xavier as Martin Luther King. Totally believe it. I totally think that's what he was doing. You weren't ready for that. White culture isn't ready for that. And you're still with this hatred that we're not supposed to be in any universe. We're not supposed to have any video games. We're not supposed to have anything in this world. Why? Do you think you're the only white people who love comic books? Do you think you're the only one who loves sci-fi movies? And don't even get me started about who created Real Terminator in the Matrix. Blow your mind, it was a black woman that created that. But no, you probably won't believe that. You probably won't believe that. It's amazing. We give over $1 billion in ticket sales. Yes, we give over $1 billion in ticket sales from the black community in ticket sales. We want to see our money in return and come back. So at the end of the day, this is not a MAGA thing, guys. This is not a Trump thing. This is a white supremacy thing. Not a Democratic Party thing, not a Republican Party, a white supremacy thing. Pure and simple, to the point. White supremacy is ruling this hatred.